Hello everybody, good morning and namaste. Okay, today in this sitting we are going to discuss about a poem, The Blind Man and the Elephant, which is given in the syllabus of B.Ed first year, reading, writing and critical thinking, and it is one of the papers of major English education 417. Okay, the topic of the poem is The Blind Man and the Elephant. Okay, you can see the picture, and here is an elephant, and six blind men are here, and they are trying to observe the elephant. Okay, and the blind man and the elephant is a famous parable. Okay, it is also known as parable from the Indian subcontinent, and the story that we found in this parable, or let's say in this form of the text, is used to illustrate the concept of subjective truth and importance of understanding different perspective. Okay, this is focused in this very poem. Okay, what happened is once upon a time there were six blind men, and they wanted to learn what an elephant looked like. So having never seen one before, okay, none of them have seen the elephant before. That's why they decided to feel the elephant and describe it based on their experience. So each blind man touched a different part of the elephant's body, and they came up with his okay they came up with their own idea of what an elephant was like. Okay, now look at here. In this picture there are six blind men, and they happen to touch different part of the elephant, and they have came up with their own idea regarding the elephant. Now the first blind man touched the side, okay, this side of the elephant, and he felt it broad, strong surface, and he shouted that elephant is like a wall. Okay, for him, elephant is like a wall because he happened to touch this side of the elephant. And the second blind man touched the elephant's talks. Okay, he happened to touch the talks of the elephant. Okay, this dara of the elephant, and feeling its smooth sharp curve, he argued, no, elephant is not like a wall, but it is like a spear. Okay, for him, for the second blind man, elephant is like bala, okay, spear. And similarly, the third man felt the trunk. Okay, he happened to touch the trunk, this part of the trunk of the elephant, uh, sound of the elephant, and said, you are both wrong. Okay, both of you are wrong. Okay, elephant is neither like a wall nor it is like a spear, but it is like a snake. Okay, for him, for the third blind man, elephant is like a snake because he happened to touch the trunk of the elephant. Similarly, the fourth blind man who touched the elephant's leg, okay, this blind man, fourth blind man who happened to touch the leg of the elephant, and he disagreed with all of them. Okay, all he disagreed with all his friends, and he said an elephant is like a tree. Okay, it is neither like a wall, nor it is like a spear, nor it is like a snake. Rather, it is like a tree because it has a strong, thick trunk. Okay, he happened to touch the what mm, trunk of what he happened to touch the leg of the elephant, and he came up with the idea that it is like what a tree, not uh, other things, is said by his friends earlier. And meanwhile, means at the same time, fifth blind man who touched the elephant's ear. Okay, he happened to touch the ear of the elephant, and he said, "Elephant is like a fan. It is a white and flexible." And finally, the sixth blind man who held the tail of the elephant and shouted, "The elephant is like a rope." Okay, in this way, they came up with their own idea regarding the elephant. For one, elephant is like a tree, another snake, for another it is like a spear, for another blind man it is like a fan, for another it is like a wall, and for next one it is like a rope. So they came up with their own idea regarding the elephant. So each blind man insisted that his version of the elephant was the correct one based on his own experience. And they started to argue, and each of them believing that only they knew the truth about what an elephant was like. Okay, one said elephant is like a snake, another said no, it is like a fan, next one said it is like a wall. So they started to have a kind of argument. So they did not realize that they were each only partly right. Okay, they didn't realize it. And the elephant had all the features they described, but none of them could see the whole picture. So, what is the moral of this poem then? Okay, the poem The Blind Man and the Elephant teaches us an important lesson about perspective and the limits of personal experience. It shows that different people have different experiences of the same thing. Okay, thing is same. Look, elephant, they have touched the single object, but they have the different experience. In this way, for the same thing, we many people have our own experience. Okay, that is the meaning of this poem. uh, it shows that different people have different experience of the same thing, and each experience may be true in its own way. Okay, I have a kind of experience regarding one thing, and I might be true in my understanding. You may have another experience about same thing, and you are also true. However, to understand the full truth, okay, one must consider all perspectives and be open to seeing beyond one's own limited viewpoint. So it encourages humility, open mindedness, and a willingness to learn from others. Okay, this is the moral of the lesson. And we can also say that little knowledge is dangerous. Okay, from this poem, we also made the idea that little knowledge is dangerous, and if you want to know the something, you need to know it whole. Okay, just only knowing a part of something, you cannot make the meaning of that very object. It is also the message of this poem. Okay, this is all about the poem The Blind Man and the Elephant, which is given in the textbook, let's say the syllabus of B.Ed first year, major English, reading, writing, and critical thinking, 417. Hope that you will get some information with the help of this short video. Thank you. Thank you all for watching it.